Hello, everybody out there in that land. Welcome back to another Tavern Talk. A little bit of a change of scenery. Hopefully, you like it. As per usual, I am DJ. Slinging us drinks is Dravo.
Hey, what's going on? Bartender here once again.
Sipping on that whiskey is that Mikey.
I'm on doctor's orders not to be a drunk, but I'm here.
And the DD for the session is Mando.
That's horrible, but I'll do it.
Yes, welcome.
Not the
welcome
first
to-
time you said that. Oh, shit, we're live. Whoops.
Yes, welcome to
A
another
story that's
Tavern Talk.
unrelated to today's talk.
But yes, welcome to another Tavern Talk. Today, this suggestion actually came by way of Mikey that we wanted to talk about, and that's like I guess you could say what'd you call it? Like the history of story-driven games and how like they're still like the dominating driving force in the gaming scene.
I don't know about the history. I think this is maybe current history because as of late, multiplayer seems to be what sells copies. And the last 2 years have really broken that pattern because we have games like Baldur's Gate and Expedition 33 and Dispatch. I don't know why I started on that so hard.
I'll say this. I'll say going back even further is like the new like modern God of War and even Spider-Man, because Spider-Man for a period of time was like carrying Sony on their fucking backs.
Oh yeah.
And then
oh, yeah,
part
for
2
sure.
came around. And that
And then
totally
part two.
changed.
Optimization kills franchises, especially when it's done badly.
Yeah, like I think, and I can at least speak for myself here. It's because of like story-driven games that I even got into gaming. I was talking about this earlier with you guys. Well, not earlier. I think it was yesterday. No, yeah, it was earlier today. But I was talking like back in the day, the Spider-Man game on the N64, Jack and Daxter, Killzone, all those like story games. There wasn't multiplayer to be had. Oh yeah, and Ratchet and Clank.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't forget Ratchet and Clank, bro.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Sly Cooper. Bring him back, please.
Furries
The
want
old,
it.
the old Spider-Man
Yeah.
game where you're just on
Jack,
building
Ratchet
tops
and
with
Clank,
just
Sly
the whole ground
Cooper,
is fogged up.
Spyro. Let's bring it all back. Furries rise up.
Well, didn't Spyro have kind of a lackluster comeback?
They very
tried.
much-
They
like, did not
tried.
play
They
dirty.
They
tried.
tried. I mean, the trilogy remaster was great
Mhm.
from the original 3 games.
They need to bring it back because then Snuffy, the VTuber, would be obligated to play it.
She'd be doing something, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So going back to the original topic, story-driven games are still like a driving force behind the gaming industry. Because honestly, yeah, multiplayer gaming has just gotten kind of. I know you guys are seeing ARC Raiders in the background right now, but like modern multiplayer gaming has just gotten kind of stale. Like COD sucks.
I think
Battlefield-
part of it is that what we're seeing is since Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4 is when like
What year does he think it is?
shut up and listen.
Fucking sorry, what?
Since those games came out and started the trend of really big multiplayer online games that were kind of PvP focused. And then we had Battlefield come out after that, and then after that we got sequels to all those along with other games that came out, and then it just continued to grow and get more sequels in those series along with other games that wanted to try to replace those games or challenge them and be the new one, right? So what we're seeing is that we got bombarded with a whole bunch of crap because that's the quality that the games have become at this point is crap. Like it's all really just what fucking company's PvP do you want to play because you like the way that one looks. It's the same shit realistically. You're doing an FPS with a gun, like even Rainbow Six Siege, it's a little more intense, but still same shit. They're on season 11. That's 11 years of them just not making the next game. So
Well,
we're just
Well, they
getting
tried.
bombarded with that extraction game.
I meant X Defiant.
There's nothing that's Rainbow to it, really. That's more Call of Duty than Rainbow.
Yeah,
It
but
was like a
everything
mashup of both
wanted,
of them.
But I mean, it had a
everything
lot of
wanted to try to
IPs
match
and
Halo
characters,
3.
but
And,
it honestly was a good try. Just Ubisoft didn't back it.
No,
and like
no, they did
everything
Ubisoft being a
not.
tried to
bad
match
company.
that big hype that started,
Mhm.
and they all fucking failed. So we get bombarded with crap, and now everybody's like, "Well, I'm tired of playing shit," and people are finally maybe expanding their horizons a bit and trying some other games and seeing that, oh, these single player games actually have great voice acting, great stories, great soundtracks. They're actually good quality games, and they actually have a good story behind them. And sometimes games like, I don't know, E33 make you fucking cry. All right, I did. That's a fucking heart-wrenching
Yeah,
cutscene at the very beginning of the fucking game. Are you kidding me?
that game
Shit,
made
like,
me tear up a couple of times.
and like you said, Baldur's Gate 3, huge story-driven game, and I feel like they definitely kind of, like, what was that, 2 years ago now, 3 years ago the game came
Somewhere
out.
around there, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still getting updates, still getting new mods, still getting fucking awards. So
Still getting awards.
I feel like since that game really came out, the story-driven quality of games has actually been more noticeable. If anything, I think the stories and the quality of games were always there. It's just
I
people
wouldn't.
are
I
now
wouldn't say.
seeing
I
them.
wouldn't say quality because games like Claire Obscure and like Baldur's Gate and all that, they were in development around the same time. Especially Claire, that came out 2 years after. It was in development already. I think the big thing is that I think people are taking them more seriously and noticing them more because all multiplayer games are losing people's attention, and more flops come out more than games succeeding in the multiplayer space.
Yeah,
Actually,
everything wants to
Brandon.
try to be that big Call of Duty game.
Actually, no, they're
Well,
trying to
hold up.
replicate the success of games like Fortnite.
Mike,
Yeah.
I want to get a word in.
Well, I'm gonna double down on Brandon's point here because I think you're on really on the nail on the head, but you're missing streaming culture, content creation culture took that
Oh, I was gonna
hype.
get into that.
Well,
Especially
okay.
around 2020 is when this all came to a head.
Yeah. It took that hype of you can feel that MLG pro gaming rush as an average person, so everybody bought onto the hype train. But now everyone's getting burnout. There's less viewership, and nobody has their attention they used to. So you kind of play a game to love it, and you're not chasing that hype anymore. Yes, DJ, finger you.
Like trying to piggybacking off of what you said, because I know I discussed this with Brandon a couple of nights ago, where it's like these, whether it be because your favorite streamer has played this game, now you feel the need to play the same game and to the same capacity that they do. So now these games that aren't intended to be like super MLG clutch now have become the most competitive games ever. Like the Fall, dude, I still love going back and watching Fall Guys rage. The fact that a child's game that's meant for children, grown men are fucking playing at max capacity. They're snorting creatine, trying to lock the fucking just so they can survive in a game where you go, ooh, if you fall down.
Oh, you mean Smash?
Yeah. But that's well, I think that's where the burnout comes into play, because now, especially if you're just following what your favorite streamer's playing, you're going to stop playing that game because they're not playing it. I have no interest in playing the game, so now you're not getting my money into any sort of investment from me. And now that was weird.
What happened?
Your character all of a sudden started.
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it.
Go, man.
Don't worry about it.
But no, so where was I going? That's right. But so that's where all the burnouts are going to come into play for like just regular average Joe players that want to just play a game and have a little bit of escape. So it's kind of been a breath of fresh air to just go back. I can say this personally for me, and I think Mando can speak too. It's been a breath of fresh air to just go back and play a game, a single player game where there is no competition. I don't need to compete against anybody. It's just me and the character.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy my Dead Space playthroughs and games so much, because it's really just a nice story-driven game in a very intense atmosphere, and it's just me in the game. It's a good time. I don't have to worry about some asshole who's trying to steal my loot or trying to just be the next big thing on Twitch or whatnot. Just me
Fishermen and
playing the
Arc
game.
Raiders.
Look, okay,
Rats.
I'm gonna give Arc Raiders though the pass on all this nonsense because the game has really cultivated its own weird little culture at this point,
Yes.
and nobody takes it overly serious, and they know they're in just to have a good time. It's a game you could come home from work, play for 30 minutes to an hour, and then call it a night if you had
Yeah,
to. You
I'd
could play a couple
say-
matches, enjoy yourself, and go on.
I'd say
You know,
Arc Raiders is the exception to everything we're about to talk about. Because this
It is
one
the pure
Because-
casual experience.
is it's part of a genre that a lot of people saw as a very hardcore and hard to get into genre. It casualized it so everyone can play, and it's fun. That's the key
Yeah.
difference. It's fun. It has its own like way of playing. It's original. The concept is great. I love it.
Yep.
Everything else nowadays feels the same and just bland.
even when I lose and rage in that game, I still go into the next game.
Yeah.
I do a free
Yeah.
loadout, but I do it.
Yeah.
I do a
You
free
know?
load. Hey, free loadout ain't nothing to sleep
You
on, bro.
know?
We sold
I'm
an
not even-
equalizer and 2
Yeah.
Aphelion blueprints last night with free loadies.
So
Which
there
I,
was
I'm
old
sad I
extraction.
missed out on that, but it's whatever.
yeah,
We'll get you on the next
Arc-
run.
Arc Raiders for sure gets the pass on the topic of multiplayer games, as it has become just still, even though it's a big multiplayer, it's just a fun success. Like, it's not overly competitive. It's just a fun game that everybody can enjoy.
I will say
It's
that
oh,
I will say they do definitely need to put out at least another map soon, because it's already starting to feel like we just go into the same ones over and over again. It's getting repetitive. But
real quick.
2 months.
Huh?
Real quick, I just got an email. They are going to be putting out a new map and what looks to be potentially a new mode called solo versus squads, where you can, like, if you solo queue, you can actually get more XP for wiping out entire squads
Oh,
by
well,
yourself.
that's
I take
for
it I'm
those
the only
players. Okay, that's
read
fine.
the roadmap.
To encourage the PvP.
And then what?
I take it I'm the only person who's read the roadmap.
I haven't been paying attention to it at all lately.
I had no
Oh,
idea they had one.
Yeah, there's going to be a new map in 2 months, a new arc next month, and then they're going to be doing updates for the next like 6 months solid.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Way
yes.
to go, Embark.
Me and Thomas have been on fucking night rain grind lately. So.
Oh my god.
So
The game
yeah.
that should raise your blood pressure. Fuck.
Hey,
But
And
one
it's
yet I
final
come
fun.
down and I enjoy. Yeah, I'm having such a good time. And honestly, that kind of game too is another story-driven game. And it's a little bit of a multiplayer aspect, but it's not your
It's not
competitive.
PvP.
There's a difference between
Yeah.
multiplayer and cooperative. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are in a
Yeah.
co-op
Yeah.
campaign. But also one last final
Essentially.
point towards Ark when we were talking about like it gets the pass. It's because it's a casual game that has a competitive aspect. The point is to still have a good time. Whereas all these other games, such as Call of Duty, Marvel Rivals, all that, the point
Tarkov.
is to and Tarkov, the point is to
Fine.
compete.
No, even in the casual
Or-
shooter like Call of Duty, where people are like, "Oh, it's for the casual player. Just come home from work and play a game or two and get off." Even that has become a chore.
Yep.
The game is
Oh yeah, you
a
get
chore.
murked by some 28-year-old on Adderall who doesn't fucking touch grass. It's not an enjoyable experience anymore.
That, or you
Whereas
play,
last
or if
night-
you're one of the players in a protected bracket, literally play against people that don't have thumbs.
That's why I love the casualness of Ark. Last night we accidentally bodied a guy. All three of us felt bad for doing it, so we just went to game chat. We're like, "Hey, if you're this guy's teammate, come and get him. We're leaving. Okay, just be cool, be cool, be cool."
Fucking Oni was literally like, "I'm so sorry. I don't even feel good about this. I need to wash my hands."
No, so back to the matter at hand when it comes to like campaign and story-rich and story-driven
sorry.
games. That's what I'm liking about two things. A, your Chronos run, just because Chronos, I now want to play the game for myself, just because the game has that intensity that I look for in a campaign game. But then also when you guys are playing your Night Rain, if you haven't watched any of the Night Rain streams, change your behavior and do that. Okay. Because it's such a fun game, and especially the fact that they were just like, hey, so we're going to take one of the hardest genres, a Souls-like, and we're going to just add on another hard genre, roguelite.
Yeah, I love it. It's so
And
good.
you know why?
Yeah, and honestly,
From
with how
Software,
yeah, and it's a fun game, and honestly, I feel like I've gotten fucking phenomenal at it, but I've been putting in way too much time lately.
Same. It's kind of unhealthy.
Oh well.
Oh well.
But now even going back to it, one of the things that I definitely like trying to keep out as much spoilers as possible, Mikey. At one point, we didn't see your
Dom
ass because
dies.
like you were.
Oh, shut up! bro.
Sorry.
I didn't even hear what he said. Thankfully, but no, because I know, especially you going through some like medical stuff, you couldn't have a headset on, but you burned like 96 hours, not straight, but 4 days into just Dispatch, another game that's got so many positive reviews. I'm like, this is just a story-rich game, and though I swear to God, I'm gonna play it one of these days because I have it, it's downloaded. But I'm like, this has to be very good. I see streamers talking
It's
about it.
so
I've heard
good.
you talking about it. I've had
So
to mute
good.
myself in the.
That was a sick dance move.
That was
Um,
good.
That was awesome.
Right?
I'm
But-
really wondering how that looked to you guys.
It looked great.
That's
You're
good.
fucking busting out right here.
That's why I just want to hear when you first started playing Dispatch 2. I'm assuming you've completed it at this point.
I'm on my second playthrough, and I have a third one queued up with when we have all the boys and we're all just drinking and yelling. It's gonna be the peanut gallery playthrough where you guys make all the decisions, and I'm putting out fires through the campaign. I think that's gonna be really fun.
That's gonna be fun.
So one of the things I
You're
want to
in
hear about, because
danger
again,
already.
we're here to talk about like story-based games. What did you think going into Dispatch compared to how you felt after your first completion?
Oof. You know, I always like to complete before I start a new game, and it's just a good way to freshen the mind. That was a terrible joke. Editor, cut that.
No.
So honestly, this kind of comes back to the content creator and like dynamic changing in that scene, because I saw it because streamers I enjoy were like, hey, if you guys are big, because I follow a lot of VTubers who are also voice actors, and they're like, oh, hey, if you guys are big into voice acting and supporting independent creators, this was made with a really small studio, cool people who are super passionate, and Critical Role. So this might be something you'd be interested in. I watched some of the gameplay and I saw the dynamic, and I'm like, I have to try this. It's the community in that aspect is pushing these more story-driven experiences, because now you can see a little bit of it and decide if you want to try it yourself. And that's exactly what I did, and I fell in love with it because I'm a comic book guy. I don't just know the MCU. I have, hold up, let me, one moment. 4 copies of Iron Man right now, they're like next to my office, in my office next to my desk in arm's reach, that are older than me. Keep in mind, I'm in my 30s, guys.
Ooh.
I have perfect copies. I have a slightly damaged Superman number 3 or 4 in my other room that's actually sealed up, and I'm trying to keep in as good as condition as I can. I rescued that shit from a barn. I'm deep into comics lore, and I really love that styling and like the kind of dark, goofy satire that's been really popular lately. And Dispatch just hits on all those notes so well. It's for the comic book fans. It's for the quirky action hero, like snarky Deadpool, The Boys, Invincible kind of humor.
Yeah.
And it's story driven in a really cool, creative way with the craziest voice acting cast. Fucking Jacksepticeye, fucking Sonar, or
Yeah.
Bat Boner,
man.
or Penguin Zero, depending on how you know Charlie.
Wait, Charlie's in it?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah.
And
You
Jack.
could call him Bat Boner.
Yeah. He's the bad dude.
Here's
Okay, now I
my
definitely
favorite
have to
line.
play
You're
it.
gonna eat those Twinks? That's not what they're. You know what? Just take them. I can't.
Now I definitely have to play it. Like that, I didn't know when you first said that it involved people from Critical Role. Immediately, I'm like, oh shit, hey, what up? Then Jacksepticeye and Charlie, 2 of my favorite human beings on the planet. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay. Now I really have to sit down and play. I might
Travis
not.
Willingham and Laura Bailey are 2 of the lead characters as well. Thought Squad, the content creator, is also on there. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, Jesse, if you guys don't know actors'
Yep,
names.
yep.
There's another huge one I'm forgetting, and I know they're a content creator, and my brain is slipping right now.
The fucking Roy is the stuntman of Dwayne
Oh,
The Rock
yeah,
Johnson, his
Roy
cousin.
Tanoa Reed, yeah.
Tanoa
If
Reed.
anybody who's seen The Rock in any of his movies, his cousin has a voice acting role in it, and he's one of the most charming, legit characters in the entire
Yeah,
series.
he's amazing. I love his character. Every character in that game, you just can't help but love in your own little way because they're all different, and you love them for different reasons.
Actually, I got a question since you've played the game. How do you feel about Coop? Because she's a weird one.
You're talking about that lady with the mask, and she's kind of edgy?
Yeah, the edgy chick with the blades and the wings.
I like her snarky comebacks.
I think she's really charming. I think she's
charming.
an underratedly charming character.
She is charming, and I love how she's very snarky with her comebacks, especially when it comes to Sonar.
Her and Sonar have this weird ass dynamic. Coop handcuffed me to the barbell. She seduced me. I said, "Do you want to see something cool?" I thought you meant boobs. Hangs up.
Like a bat boner.
I need to start
fucking bat boner.
Yep, I definitely need to start playing this game now. Just because hearing this, I'm so invested in it, and I haven't even started playing it yet.
Oh, dude, it's fun. It's
so
resource
fun.
management. It's puzzle solving. It's Telltale style storytelling. And there's a lot of replayability because the game is so different. And what they're doing that's really unique is they're offering stats that update every couple of weeks to let you know where you stand. So at the end of every chapter, it'll say you did better than X amount of percentage of players in this chapter, or you did worse. And it'll tell you how good you're playing. And then it'll tell you the stats on your decisions, because so many decisions aren't just the A, B, C you see. They branch off into other things. So there's one, the ending I got's apparently kind of rare, and only like 31 or 32% of players have seen it. And it didn't shake me as bad as any of the Cyberpunk endings, but man, was it fucking close for a game that's way shorter and way less like involved in the time and like world building shit. Not that
they definitely. I'd say I'd love to see a Dispatch 2 in the future.
They're already talking about doing it because it has been shattering records right now. Like, hold up, I'm gonna get my phone. Feel free to converse amongst yourselves. But I need to get a current number right now.
Before we go forward, like piggybacking off of what he said of like when it gives you the details of like insert amount of people here did the same thing that you did or did worse, yada yada yada. I recently finished a game that did the same thing. Fucking Detroit Become Human. When you beat the game through one of the various like endings that there are, it'll run you down through every single decision that you make, and it'll tell you a lot of people did like how many people did the same thing that you did. A lot of people didn't, and then here's the like a lot of people made this bad decision that you made. A lot of people didn't. I'm like, oh shit. So and this is what I love about games, but also hate about games that have multiple endings, because now I feel compelled to go back there and watch every single one of them.
How they get you by the balls.
Yeah, I mean, I already am fiending to go and do my next playthrough of Dispatch 2, but I think that's
I like that feature though, that the stats feature for that
really
kind
good.
of game.
It's really good.
I think more games should be on that, like more single player based games having essentially a either decision percentage or a leaderboard kind of system or playthrough time. Like that could be a fun way for people to still kind of add a more competitive nature if they have one to these single player run games, and still like maybe add a challenge for people who are less competitive also.
It also points out how many people are thinking the same way you are, how like-minded or different you are, people. But I also just want to point out, like, oh, what's good, Mikey?
No, go for it, Brandon. Go for it, Brandon.
I was also gonna say, like, this kind of just stems back to what I was trying to say before. I'd say around 2019, is when I feel that things started to shift in a very major way, because I remember up until 2019, I was still enjoying multiplayer games. I played them all the time. DJ knows. Again, it's all I really ever played outside of like the occasional single player, maybe like Souls or Elder Scrolls or something. I don't know, just simple things. But I was 90% multiplayer. Now,
Yeah, you were the PvP guy.
now
Dog,
I can't
I
stand
remember
them.
I remember
Yeah.
at one point it was so bad. You and I were recording Call of Duty for the Brotosh. Go check that out. And then you would immediately swap over to play X Defiant to make your X Defiant montage. And then we were going back to playing Call of Duty casually because there was nothing. We didn't feel like there was anything else to play
But
or
that's
do.
still in like 2020 decade. But like X Defiant literally became the game where I'm like, if I wasn't going for montages on Call of Duty, I wasn't playing them. And if it was X Defiant, I played it just because I liked it. And if I made a montage from it, great. It was
Yeah.
it was a thing I could do. And I planned on doing that. I had saved up clips. I even made a little short. Check it out on our channel. But I can't continue that now.
You guys and the
'cause it's
shameless
gone.
plugs right now are crazy.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
gone.
because they're our plugs.
But it's gone, so I can't do that anymore. But that kind of just comes down to the point where there was a game that I was interested in. It's gone now. So now I'm left with really nothing. Multiplayer games ever since 2019 have lost me so badly that it's hard for me to get into them. I think the most like multiplayer game I've played would be Hunt and Ark.
Yeah, I would definitely
yeah.
say Hunt was my multiplayer game over the past several
Yeah,
years.
several
Or like
years
more
now.
PvP based game is what I should say, because I played plenty of co-op games. But my like
Like
Hunt was the
PvP.
big was probably my FPS of shooter or preference for several years now. And if I wasn't playing that with you guys, I'd be playing just some other game by myself.
Like, remember
the
those
most part.
Orion grind montages or like Road to Orion montages I made on the
Yep.
MW2? If it wasn't for
Yep.
that, I wouldn't play that game. That game was trash. It was so
It
bad.
was.
But
I was good at that game. That's how bad it was.
it was so
Oh,
bad.
Yeah.
Like high guard trash or
Hold up.
Wait,
Before we open up that can
we'll
of
get-
worms.
we'll,
Yeah, we'll get to
we'll
that.
get to that.
I know.
But like, I wouldn't play that
Wait.
because if it wasn't for the Orion grind that I was committed to, I wouldn't have touched it. That game was really bad. MW3 was okay, but everyone stopped playing Call of Duty after that, so I didn't even bother. And
I think
Everybody got tired of the
yeah,
same
we
thing.
got
and
tired
paying
of the
for the
same
thing.
shit. And I was like, fuck it, I'm done. And I haven't bought a Call of Duty since.
No
I think the
reason
main
to.
problem was when Call of Duty started declining, and then all of a sudden the term "new COD killer."
That's
Oh
right.
my god.
started
Yeah.
to-
The COD killers is like,
Everything
no.
was the new COD killer.
Everything was a new COD
Everybody
killer.
wanted to. Everybody wanted to be
See?
the new COD killer, and that's where I think the multiplayer
Told
genre
you.
started.
That's where it goes back to. Everything we caught was crap because everything
Like
wanted
that-
to just replicate the great success of honestly Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4.
I
But
think
here- but
it
hearing the term-
got worse only because everyone started to adopt the live service model, and it's all because of Fortnite. The success of that game changed the gaming landscape and how corporations look at games as not as something that people can have fun and enjoy,
I have a
but as
question
something
for
they
you.
can make fun with
Let me ask
or
you
money
something.
with.
What the fuck is Fortnite?
A kids game that a
Answer.
bunch of grown people took over because competition.
It's fucking brain rot.
Like last thing I saw
No.
was fucking South Park, and then the thing before that was Thanos and Ninja Turtles. Like,
now
what
it's-
the
now
fuck
it's-
is Fortnite?
Now it's Ed Netty. It's IP.
Jesus
grab.
fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Hold
It's
up, real quick.
literally-
Literally, dive down the shit rabbit hole. I found the statistics I was looking for.
alright.
Do you guys want to guess the percentage of good reviews on Steam it has? Not just good, great reviews.
Well, last thing I saw, it had
For
the
Dispatch?
overwhelmingly positive
Yes,
views.
for
Like, holy
Dispatch.
shit, everybody loves it.
It
Overwhelmingly
does, but do you want to
positive.
get?
Are you asking for a number?
Like,
Yes.
last
number?
I saw, it was like
I-
25K.
I'm saying like somewhere around 100,000 or more.
You're both
I'll
too
give
low.
it half a mil.
Oh my lord.
You're too high. It has a 96.45 or 49% positive reviews out of 159,000 reviews. How many games do you know that get 159,000 reviews, let alone fucking good ones?
Nothing.
Less than
Slowly on
That's
its way there.
Fair fucking
Less
point.
4% of people who bought this game gave it a bad review or returned it. That is a
Yeah.
staggering number for any
Oh, yeah,
product.
Oh yeah, that is insane.
And that's
But,
a little indie
And
story
that's
game.
just
Like that.
Steam. Think about that.
Yeah, that's just on Steam because this was also released on consoles.
So going back to what Mando was talking about when it comes to Fortnite, I will say this much: when it comes to Fortnite and Epic Games, they have a business model to keep the game fresh. They are at least regularly doing updates.
What is
introducing
it?
Maps, introducing new statistics. It's a battle royale, and then but the one draw is the IPs
Yes.
of that the
Yes.
characters that you
No
can play
idea.
as. They basically said, hey, if it exists, we can put it in Fortnite. Never did I think I could watch a Fortnite video where Thanos is having a standoff against Goku and
And Hank
Cartman
Hill.
and Hank Hill.
Yeah, it's
Hank Hill can
literally
hit you with the Miku Miku beam, bro. That shit's unfucking real.
Fortnite's originals like skins were like the first one, like year one, I'd say, is basically all gone and be replaced with a trash pile of IPs from all sorts of like creatives and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
But as a
what
business
is
model,
this?
it works.
It works and it's still going strong.
And it's not as
Ugh.
predatory as other businesses who require cash to keep up with the
It's
current
better-
game. You can still keep playing Fortnite for free.
It's better than paying $80 for a new AAA multiplayer game, Call of Duty, and still have $20 to $30 bundles in the store and battle passes.
Dude, that's insane, right?
Yeah, it's incredibly insane. The greed is insane.
Actually, that brings up a good point. Do you guys remember how much
Fucking
Badger
quarter
spent
post.
on skins for that Call of Duty
Oh
video?
my god, it was so
He bought
much.
every single bundle. I think he spent
like
over a
10,000.
I don't think it was 10,000. It was like
No, he
11.
definitely spent over a grand because he bought
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's $1,400 in skins is crazy for anything that's not CS,
But
and
wasn't
technically
it-
is CS now that the economy's in the fucking toilet.
Wasn't it an RNGesus also, and he just had to keep buying them?
No,
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 that
no,
was
no, no,
that
no.
was CS when he was trying to go for a knife skin.
Yeah, that was Counter Strike.
Difference though, when it comes to Call of Duty, and this might be a hot take on DJ's end, I don't care how many cosmetics you add in, I don't care how many fancy eliminations and assassinations you add in. If the game is shit, putting a new sticker on it isn't going to stop it from being shit.
Yeah.
I don't care if you've added in Nicki Minaj. I don't give a fuck.
I love the
You
saying.
added in
It's
power
like
armor,
the
don't give a
saying
fuck.
goes: "You polish a turd, it's still a turd."
Yeah. Your game still sucks.
Let's put some here lipstick on this pig. Take it to the county fair.
But the
What
difference
the
is,
fuck was that?
but the
Oh,
difference is,
yeah.
like we said CS and COD, but they are so different from each other in the way their like store and economy works. It's not even comparable.
Yeah.
COD,
One doesn't
you buy it,
anymore.
and there is just nothing to be gained from it except for maybe an hour
Yeah.
of enjoyment. Like, oh, I got a new skin. Look at all. I'm gonna play and show everyone my new skin. CS is different. You can actually make money from the skins.
Used to be able
Used to. You
Used
still
to be able
can,
to.
but not nearly to the amount as you did before.
But now that you can trade up to a knife, all those wallets, that's why I feel bad
Oh,
for Tim the
yeah.
Tatman and Nate Shot. They sunk thousands, and now your inventory is worth pennies.
Yeah. I think Valve was looking at them while they're doing that, and they're like, "Oh, just wait, you're gonna regret doing all this." And it was like what, like a week or two after they were done doing it.
hmm
It was so bad timing.
Oh, it was wonderful. I'm like, luckily I never bought a single fucking case. I'll watch all the case openings in the world, but now we know that those are never going to happen again because they don't need to.
They
Just
don't need
change
to.
all your blues.
Yeah.
Just change all your blues. You'll get
The
a knife.
multiplayer games are crap.
Yes.
Yes.
Is what we're taking away here.
I think the only only saving grace now is like Arc and CS and like League, Dota are still going strong, but those are games
Those will always.
those always have been high player count. CS is still at the top of the Steam charts, still above
Fighting
everything
games are
else.
still fun.
What was that?
Fighting games are still fun.
Tekken's fun, yeah.
That's just me talking shit. But no, I get where you
Yeah,
guys are
well-
coming from, because the whole reason I had this thought was that it's a shift in the mainstream attention. Everyone's kind of turning a blind eye to the big multiplayer thrills that we've all been clustered around the last several years. People want that experience where you get to be the fucking main character of your gaming experience once again, and it is. As an RPG fiend, it is a refreshing change of pace, because there's some multiplayer games where you could call them an RPG, but you're role playing the victim, and it's not a fucking fun time.
I think it's cool, and it's definitely fun to see that it's happening. Because even my brother has been playing all the Souls-like games, and he even played E33 games that I never thought would catch his interest at all.
Yeah.
But no, even he's playing the Souls-like games, which are single-player games. He's playing E33 single-player games. He's played a lot of games. He was a skater punk at one point and stopped being a gamer, but he's played a lot of games.
Nowadays, outside of like, because Night Rain, I don't really consider multiplayer. It's co-op, so it's like whatever. It's not PvP. Outside of like Arc Raiders, I don't really play any other PvP games now. CS every once in a while. I was just on it earlier. Had a good time. Played a couple of just casual rounds to wait for everyone to get on. And when I'm not playing those games with you guys, I'm just playing Stalker because I'm trying to get through it for the first time, and it's been a blast. I love the game. I think
Real
you
quick,
would
speaking
enjoy
of-
it a
Wait,
lot, Mikey.
Oh, you're playing. Wait, what?
Stalker 2.
Sorry, I blanked out for a
Stalker.
sec.
Yeah.
Oh, Stalker.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stalker 2. And I think Mikey would enjoy it a lot.
Real
I
quick,
think
I just
so
want
as well.
to give the audience something to look forward to. Something that Brandon and I just kind of fabricated a couple hours ago. We're gonna possibly maybe try our hand at hardcore Minecraft after not playing Minecraft for like 7 years.
Yeah, we were thinking about that just because we haven't touched it in years. The game is basically just new to us at this point, and it's gonna be on PC, which we never played on PC before. So it'd be like a whole new learning experience. We were thinking about just going to hardcore and just doing it.
So, because why the fuck not? Okay, like why the fuck not?
Just
Last time I played
stream it.
Minecraft, it was an arcade game on Xbox 360. That's my extent of Minecraft.
Yeah, so it's been a
Yeah,
very
last-
long time.
Yeah, that's probably the last time I played. It was on the 360 days.
Yeah, so we're thinking
That's
about doing that.
2 gens ago, 3 gens ago now. I don't fucking
Streaming
know.
it all, which will be interesting. We can see how many times we fail, and yeah, probably never get to Ender Dragon, but it's fine. It'll be something we can just do.
9 times out of 10, it's gonna be like, why'd you have to start a new seed? Oh, DJ fell off of something, so now I gotta start over. Hey guys, it's me, DJ. Real quick before you go anywhere, I just wanted to remind you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's still ongoing partnership with Dubby. Yes, they're still hanging out with us over a year later. And trust me, they have an array of delicious flavors, such as Dragonade, Dub Sludge, and Galaxy Grenade. And hey, maybe caffeine isn't your thing. They have 0 caffeine hydration formulas, such as Water Melanda and Pineberry Splash. And if any of these flavors piqued your interest, please use code NSE for 10% off your total order at checkout. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys later. But no, like real quick, just going back to story-based games. One of the things that I went back and I started playing again. One of the games that they were just kind of handing out for free when the Xbox One was first a thing. Fucking Shadow of Mordor, a game from like 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. I went back and I just started playing it because it's just a fun single player, turn your head off and kill the shit out of shit with a sword.
Dude, that game
I
is
love
so
that
good, but it also pisses me off because the people that made it, or Warner Brothers or something, have the license or I guess ownership of the Nemesis system that they have in that game, and they're doing nothing with it. And it's a shame because it's such a good system. It is really good, and they're doing nothing.
But it's proprietary, and they don't want to let it go.
Fucking, if you don't do anything with it, why do you have it? Fucking greedy fucks. Anyways, Thomas is a statue,
Don't worry about me.
but like.
Yeah,
Hell,
that's a game.
we've even been considering the idea of doing a modded playthrough of Baldur's Gate again, but just modded this time. Still iffy on when
Still
we
honor
could.
mode.
Yeah, still honor mode, but we don't know when we're gonna do that. It's been an idea. That's all it is right now. It's an idea.
Yeah, my health has not been helpful in setting that up.
Yeah, he's very busy and he's had a lot of health issues. I don't know when I'm moving. Probably would still be able to do it even if I do move and just be gone. It would be a momentary lapse of time before we do it again. But it's
Hiatus.
whatever. A little small hiatus.
I go to work and go home, so I'm free.
Yeah, he's free. He was probably gonna be more available than Mikey.
I think this is like all this. Wow, words. Holy shit! This all just goes to show and boils down to like why story-based, story-rich, and story-driven games are what shine in the gaming community, because it's something that whether you're a game you can play by yourself like Chronos or Expedition 33, or a co-op campaign game such as Baldur's Gate, where there's so many different ways and outlets, especially Baldur's Gate. There's so many ways to play the game, and that's what I enjoy about story, story-driven games. I know there's gonna be that one guy out there that'd be like, "Well, Call of Duty has a campaign. Doesn't count. Not the point."
It's a roller coaster, not the same thing. Keep your hands and feet in the ride. Shut the hell up!
Dude, just remembering how bad this new Call of Duty's campaign was. Oh my god, what has happened? Remember Black Ops? Dude,
They lost the plot of the campaign.
They lost the
years
plot.
ago, my guy.
Dude,
Even a single, but even like it's not just about FPS. It's like a single player FPS can still be good.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember Bulletstorm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
that was great.
That game was
I have the
fantastic.
VR variant. It sucks.
Wait, really?
It's
Yeah, the VR version sucks. I wish it didn't.
No.
But I have Bulletstorm regular. I would love
I
to
do
get back
too.
on Bulletstorm.
Dude, we should play, man.
Oh my god, new series? What? Am I hearing that correctly? Oh my god. Breaking
Break it
right
down.
now. Clip
Fucking
it. Clip it.
God.
But dude, no, Bulletstorm. Dude, I remember not even playing like the Gears of War series for the multiplayer. It was just the campaign. I would play that campaign all the time on repeat.
Dude, Gears of War is the exception for me. Of like, even though it's a multiplayer game, I didn't give a fuck about Gears multiplayer. I wanted the fucking story. That story ripped my heart into half.
Story
and I enjoyed
and
it.
horde mode. I would play that shit on
Don't say it.
repeat.
what? What I do?
I don't know what you're insinuating, but all right.
What I do? What happened?
The whole Dom dies thing. I'm saying don't say it again.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I've never played Gears of War.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
guys.
alert, Dom dies.
No, I played Gears of War. I'm just. I wasn't even gonna say anything.
So,
But
then
Ty
the
doesn't make it.
But then the elephant in the room that we had to talk about, the game that was actually a good equal parts of campaign up until a certain game franchise, up until a certain game company took it over, and multiplayer, Halo.
Can we not?
Shut up.
He's a hater.
Halo's
But yes.
The most
Yeah.
overrated 6 out of 10 of human history.
Oh my god.
I've said my piece. Good night, bitches. I'm out.
Anyways, now the hater's gone, bro. Up until
The hater
Reach,
gave it a 6 out of 10, so I'll take that actually.
I'll take it. But
Where'd your little green ass go? Get the fuck back here.
I'll do what I want upstairs. You can have your meeting without me.
He's playing beer pong by himself.
No, I got lost. I had to come back around.
Fucking idiot, bro.
But
But no, so like
Oh.
haterade aside, I thought up until like you said, Reach,
yes.
Halo campaign was fucking sick. I'll even say Halo 4, the campaign itself, it at least had a good story. The mechanics were kind of fun. But again, around that time, I was also an achievement hunter, and I really wanted to get every single achievement in that fucking game. But Reach had me by the ball.
Yeah.
Reach was so fucking good.
Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach were just peak, like FPS, like campaign wise. That had a multiplayer attached to
ODST.
it. ODST, yes. I always forget it. I always just lump it in with the Halo 3 because it's Halo 3 ODST. But
Fuck, that game
yeah.
is rightfully its own game.
Rightfully. But after Reach, forget about it. It got boring. And don't get me started on Halo 5. That was a travesty.
Don't get me started on Halo Infinite. That is still a travesty.
I heard it wasn't too bad. I never played it, sadly, but yeah, I heard it wasn't all
I
that
tried.
bad.
It wasn't great.
The PvP
Yeah,
is
it-
okay. That's because Optic has a team in it, and that's about it.
Yeah, I gave up on Halo after Reach.
Yeah.
I tried 4 and I was like, this is garbage now.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Dude,
did they do
just
to my game?
Remaster Reach. Give me squad swagnums, and then I'm happy.
I don't even want them to remaster. You see what they're doing to Combat Evolved?
No, but please inform me so I can get angry.
Bro,
They
they're
had a new
they're
name for it.
remastering. They have a new name for it now. It's like Halo something Evolved. I don't know, but it's like a remake of the old Halo 1 campaign, but it's different. They're adding guns that were not in the original game. They're adding sprints. They're changing some things, moving assets around. I'm like, oh my god, it's not Halo 1.
Halo was fine as it is. If you start changing shit, then it's not Halo.
They're like, oh, well, we want the players to not feel like they're moving too slow. We gotta take into account the low attention span, ADHD, crack sniffing kids, and add sprints so people
Fuck
can
'em.
move around fast.
And that it's
I
this
don't know.
need for immediate gratification from gaming or just anything people do. And it's definitely not talking about your generation, but it's definitely really fucking bad in the younger generation. They lack the ability to actually just kind of wait for something good or enjoy something that they have in front of them. They need the immediate gratification of this is mine, this is great now, and it makes me feel this way, this positive fuck off feeling. And they need that rush of endorphins constantly, or else they're depressed and anxious. Just saying, it's really
But,
bad in the younger
yeah.
generation,
Look
and
it
that's why
up.
they're doing all these quick changes.
Look it up when we're done here. You'll get pissed off too. Anyways,
Call combat campaign evolved,
campaign Evolved.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, but
which is just dumb.
it's dumb. Definitely not needed, and they're putting it on PlayStation because finally they get Halo, but it's not the good Halo.
Right, I saw that too. Like,
It's-
what the fuck?
I don't mind it going to PlayStation, but I honestly would say that instead of doing this, they should have just put in Master Chief Collection instead.
This guy just meditating down over here, bro.
Real quick,
I'm completely
I'm
checked
amazed,
out of this conversation.
Real quick, I'm amazed we haven't even addressed the elephant in the room when it comes to campaign-based games and story-driven and story-rich games.
What Mass Effect? Yeah, we
Yeah.
can talk about that, but then I
Hold
won't
up, I'm
shut up.
back.
So
Well, that's because the new installment isn't out yet. Mass Effect
yeah,
has one more
come back to me
confirmed
after the
entry in
new
the series.
installment.
Well, they're making another
Come back
game.
they
to me
have-
after that.
We'll get to that when the new one comes out. Hopefully,
Yeah, because I can
it's
talk about
not
how great Mass
another-
Effect is endlessly if you really want me to, but then it'll go until forever.
Let's hope
so
it's not
let's
another
just-
Tune
Dragon
back in
Age.
Part
Anyways,
9 of this installment of Mass Effect and BioWare being dope as fuck.
This time on to
Nah.
Chonko. 20 years before the events of Shep. No, I'm just kidding. Not going down that
Be a
rabbit hole.
great video. It just hypercuts to Mando in various poses on a crazy spider web wall. And so this is when the Reapers went
This
into
is the
deep space.
genophage, and this is why the Solarians did it to the Crow.
Cue
Okay,
that
see,
meme
I'm already
of-
going in.
cue that meme of "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia." This is it.
Yes, from Commander Shepard stopped the
Yeah.
Dragon Age because of the Ark of the Covenant.
Because the fallout was going to happen and send them back to Middle Earth.
Because the Reapers destroyed everything, and now we're in Middle Earth, and magic exists due to the leaking element Zero that radiated all the plant biological life.
God, this went
Scene.
down the way I was hoping. As soon as I was just like, wait, we haven't even talked about Mass Effect.
I'm
Look at this motherfucker right here.
Let's not get
Yeah,
into it,
see,
or
there's
else
a
it'll
good
be a
reason.
whole ass podcast, anyways.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't need
we're
to do
never-
that.
We do a
We're good.
podcast where we write a fan fiction. I think that'd be fun.
I would love to do that.
Come back
I
to
would
that later.
love
After this.
to do
Back
that.
to that
Hilarious.
later. But like,
But yes, just
like-
to the base point, if you want a fantastic trilogy of a story-driven game, you can do Mass Effect. You could do, honestly, the original Halo. You could do Gears of War. I feel like I'm missing
Hearts.
one. Bam.
Gears 5 broke my fucking heart.
I like Kingdom Hearts. I enjoy those.
which one?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts is good. That's really
I
good.
don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says.
So
Kingdom
I'd even
Hearts.
say like older Final Fantasies.
Cyberpunk
Any
is
of the
another
dogs.
fantastic
Cyberpunk.
story-driven game
It's
where literally
so
everything
good.
you do shapes your ending.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm throwing
And
it
if you
there.
want to absolutely cry so hard you might shit your whole ass, do the Phantom Liberty DLC. Dude, it's taxing. It is so taxing
I
on the
still
soul. I
really
don't
need to
even
get that
smoke. I had
DLC.
to go outside and hold a fucking unlit cigarette for like 30 minutes.
I'm throwing my hand to the goblet of fire. I'm saying Saints Row the Third, just because if you want a good, funny ass GTA knockoff, it is so fucking fun. I love
I'll
Saints
I'm
Row.
gonna-
forever say
I'm going to
Saints Row is
forever
better than
argue.
GTA.
Same.
agree.
It is a superior version, hands
Yeah,
down.
Saints Row is way better than GTA in every aspect of the games. It just didn't take off like it needed to, and you have all the smooth brain idiots playing GTA.
We're
Because
not
the first two
gonna
games,
we're not
everybody
gonna
was-
talk about the new Saints Row that literally caused the development studio to shut down.
But like the first two Saints Row, it was a GTA knockoff, and then Saints Row the Third came out, and I'm like, oh my god, they
Yeah.
just snorted crack and went, all right, let's
we know
make
what
some
we're
shit."
about.
You guys here to fucking party?
And just because I've
And
been
And the
playing
fourth
it,
one went even crazier.
and just because I've been
But-
playing it, I was just gonna throw in Stalker if you want something totally different. It's survival game, FPS, very story rich, and very like Fallout esque.
Because
Very
like
much so.
I know we're getting close to where we need to be starting to
Heavy
call it here.
resource
Because
management.
listen, I know we could go for another hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. So we're definitely look forward to this. We're going to be doing a part 2, possibly a 3, maybe even a 4 of this. Just because, again, story games. That's how a lot of us got started in gaming.
I'm slamming my hand on the freaking
Okay.
counter.
Thought
We
you were
need
slamming the
to
family.
have one more topic before we get off. Jeff Keighley's
okay.
failed baby.
Oh, Jeff Keighley. Oh, no, you shouldn't have carried that one to full term.
Failed
This one
baby
is you
not the
guys,
way
you know
should
that-
put that, my guy.
I mean,
There's another word that would have been much worse to use. Should we do that one instead?
Go ahead, do it.
No.
No.
Go ahead, do it. I dare you. Go ahead.
Go for it, guys. This one's
Alright.
on you.
Go ahead. No, but so the elephant in the room, on as of this recording
today.
How many elephants are in this fucking room?
you're the biggest one here.
DJ only knows one expression. Let him have it.
Okay.
But no, the elephant in the room that is High Guard that came out today as of this recording, January 26. High Guard dropped, and it's Jeff Keighley's fault. If you don't know who Jeff Keighley is, he's a silver-haired fox that hosts every Gamescom and Game Awards show ever.
As much as we really don't want him to.
So, the brass tacks TLDR is High Guard is a 3v3 hero / action shooter that was made by a bunch of the developers that made Titanfall and
Apex.
fucking Apex Legends. So the people that used to work for Respawn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that bitch flopped. Hold on.
Well,
I have-
flopping. Not flopped yet, it's flopping. and and the player base has already dropped below 50% within the first day.
Dude, it's
Oh,
flopping
Brandon,
worse than
Yes.
Concord. At least they ripped the game before players could start hating it.
I think it's down to 40% because it had 100,000 player dip.
Yeah. When I saw on Steam charts, it was
Damn.
a max peak at like close to 100,000, and at the time of me looking at it, it was down to 30,000.
So I actually would like to get into the weeds on this with you guys. How much about the game do you know?
Well,
Literally nothing. I got notified from. Okay, this is what I know. I found out it dropped today because Discord gave me a
Orbs.
quest to get orbs to play the game for 15 minutes. I never heard of it, and then I googled it, and then I remembered I watched this at Game Awards. For some reason, it was the last slotted trailer. The trailer seed, the spot that everybody vies for at any sort of game show. You want to go for the last one because that's supposed to be the game that's going to hype gamers for like the next year until the next Game Awards.
keep in mind, it was rumored that the slot was going to go to a possible Elder Scrolls 6 trailer or Half-Life 3. None of those happened.
Mhm. Because this dev company wanted to just shadow drop it and be like, hey, so we made this game, let us know what you think, and then we can improve upon it while we're still developing it, like keeping it out, not alpha but early access, as you do. But no, instead Jeff Keighley was just like, he played two games, and he said, I can do something with this. I'm going to put you in the last spot at Game Awards and really showcase this. Meaning he set that expectation from here to there.
Yeah.
And now the game was a total fucking letdown.
Especially when the other two games I just mentioned were rumored to be in the last spot as possibilities. That set people's expectations through the roof. And then they got that. So already it was on an uphill battle. And being that it's another hero shooter in the sea of hero shooters, that already right there is like, ooh, you got a very steep hill to climb, and it's showing.
Yeah, one of the main problems that I've seen is the fact that it's a 3v3 game, but the maps are large.
Yes.
Yeah, you need a horse to traverse it as quickly as you can, and the movement itself off horse is slow and not a lot of movement.
Sorry, you need a horse?
Yeah, you need a horse
for fast movement. Yeah, one of the reviews that I found, one of the funniest things I've heard, this guy just goes, this game was not built for 3v3 on maps the size of Latvia.
Well, okay. So, he is correct. Because the map was designed to make it a long game mode because it is not a hero shooter. It is called a raid shooter.
but it has
Yeah, you
hero
have a different
shooter
description.
elements.
Yeah, because you have wardens, your heroes, with like unique abilities. But the way the game mode works is there's stages where you're trying to siege an enemy stronghold, capture objectives, and then capture an item that lets you break the shield on said stronghold to invade, plant a bomb, and do the objective.
Think MOBA.
It's one game mode.
Yeah, think MOBA,
Yeah.
like Smite or League. Same thing.
Or
it's
with extra steps.
Yeah, with
It's
extra
FPS
steps.
MOBA, but the problem is there's only one game mode. So you have to really love this game mode to keep playing it. It's not super balanced, and it feels, and it's upsetting because the setting is, as they describe, mythical continent where magic and gunfire collide. It's Tiny Tina's Assault on the Dragon's Keep, but worse, with recycled Titanfall mechanics and floaty physics that look like they were from a shitty Destiny knockoff. It's so disappointing that they thought this was a complete release.
Yeah, and the gameplay
This
feels
feels
like
like a
Apex,
quarter of a game.
which I am personally never really liked because it just felt too. I don't know how to describe it. Like very snappy,
Wow.
very not that like heavy. I mean, like everything felt
Watered
light.
down Titanfall clone for little baby children.
It felt really light. Like the guns, you can shoot guns, and they felt like they had no kickback whatsoever.
I did.
Baby children.
Yeah, I have an open disdain for Apex Legends. It took one of the greatest properties of all time and watered it down for casual people who get their feelings hurt when they find out they actually suck at video games. And now instead of giving us Titanfall 3, they're like, we can make a hero shooter with might and magic, but not as cool as the
But
fucking namesake that phrase comes from.
not like you'd
Because
get
that
it
series
anyway.
actually gives a shit about its fans.
Not like you'd get
Damn.
another Titanfall anyway. They're a different dev.
Yes, but you look at it. Look at the gameplay. You can feel the Titanfall
Oh, yeah, you can
elements.
definitely
yes, it
feel
is
it.
Apex.
Like it even has the freaking chest like thing that like in Apex
Yes.
where you find the
Looting
chests
mechanics.
around the map, the looting mechanics of Apex. And I'm like, and the
Yes.
shield mechanics of the different tier
Some of the
shields, and I'm like,
guns-
what the fuck? They look like Apex guns, some of them.
Yeah, some of them look like models that have been completely recycled, and I think I'm really upset because this has so much potential. There's a lot you could do with this, but this almost feels like a cyberpunk thing where some executive said, "We need to release this now. We know it's not done, but people will give us money and we can finish it later." And that's not a good way to do things. The only company in the history of gaming that I've ever seen do that with almost zero backlash was Capcom when they released Street Fighter 5. I think it was 4 or 5. One of them was unfinished and they just released it and said, "Let us know what you think. We're working on fixing it. Thank you and we appreciate you." Everybody else who's tried that
We
shit has been set
appreciate
on
you.
fire.
Dude, that's why I kind of feel not feel bad, but I'm kind of happy Concord got pulled when it did, because it had such a short shelf life. Gamers didn't get a chance to even start hating it before they were like, "Yep, nope, get out of here, get it the fuck out of here. We need to save our reputation."
I mean, the fact that it didn't get 1,000 players on Steam is also telling.
Oh yeah, but that's why I'm saying they decided to pull the plug before it got bad. This game on day one is drowning, and if you're drowning this bad, unless you can do some overhaul plus sprinkle in some magic dust and get a wish from a genie, there's no recovering from this.
Like,
There
let me put it to you
is.
this way. Let me put it to you this way. I went on Twitch earlier, and outside of Twitch streamers that were paid to play it, like
Don't even get me
Shroud,
started on that shit.
Tim, and all these other streamers,
Fuck
outside
Shroud.
of them, yeah, fuck Shroud. But outside of them, dude, I didn't see anyone playing it. I saw Arc Raiders and other games, or
Mhm.
just chatting or whatever. I even saw T-Pain
Well-
learning how to mix again. I mean, like,
See?
It's
saw
a
videos
one
of
game
doing
mode
that,
kind of
yeah.
game. And is that good for a content creator?
Fuck no.
Yes and
No.
no. Some games like Tarkov and Ark and Hunt, you can get away with that because it does that one game mode exceptionally well. But when that one game mode is kind of okay and not really fleshed out, not balanced, and not optimized for the player versus map size, that's going to negatively affect content creators who want to actually make money. It does not benefit them to even take a paid stream because they might lose fans or audience or attention over trying to push something that they're clearly not enjoying.
like, dude,
I-
like, from what I understand, the consensus is like 3 or 4 major things. A, there needs to be more players, not 3v3. It needs to be at least 5v5.
Let's say 10v10 if the maps are the sizes they claim they are.
The game, the way that it is, I'd say 5v5 or more. Yeah, I'd say that. Fucking Warlanders probably could give them a run for their money. The optimization is horrible. People have been talking about how optimization is really bad, and the settings menu is missing a lot of features that should be there. And that it feels very generic, very bland, and there's nothing special. It doesn't really do one thing exceptional, and it doesn't really do like one thing really bad. It's just generic and boring.
We watched Charlie's video earlier when he was talking about it, and even though we've been dunking on it, even Charlie was just like, yeah, so I sat down and I actually played it and played the full game, and I'm going to play more of it later on just to really deep dive, but at the end of the day, meh.
Man,
Not a game
So
I
what
really care about.
and I was even watching a stream of someone playing it. I was bored.
Yeah.
I literally went and just
So what-
watched T-Pain mix for the last hour.
So what I'm taking from it is that it's more compiled crap.
Compiled crap that would need an absolute overhaul if they have a chance of getting out of this grave that Jeff Keighley kind of, put them in.
Also,
And it would
That's it.
what's up?
Okay,
Oh, I was
that's
gonna
an
say
interesting
it would either
question.
need it
Oh.
overhaul or an open roadmap, and they'd have to stick to it. Because if they promised, hey, for the next 12 months we're gonna add X, Y, and Z, if as soon as they don't deliver once, it's gonna be the death of the game.
they definitely need to overhaul. I can see the game has potential, but as it stands right now, it needs a huge overhaul. It needs to change a lot of things.
Because this game, especially with the overwhelmingly negative reviews already day one, it's like, okay, this game is dead in the water before it's had a chance to even try to swim.
Yeah.
And I feel bad.
And I feel bad too, because like the devs had confidence in it. I think if Jeff Keighley didn't put it on stage like that, they could have had less pressure on them. And honestly, I think the game probably should have been in development longer, because the way it stands as it is right now, it definitely needs more time.
Especially if you were gonna hype it at any sort of game awards, don't save it for the very last bracket, the one that everybody's vying for. Because once again, that's the one where that's the game that everybody's gonna be looking forward to playing for the next year plus. That's gonna be the one that's gonna be the clincher. That's why they save it for last. So the fact that Jeff Keighley kind of just said, "Hey, we're gonna save you for last," and I don't know much about your company, and you're not even done making the game yet. Now I've given you a standard that you had to reach when you guys were going to shadow drop it. They didn't even have any sort of hype for it. They were just like, hey, so here's a game. Tell us what you want us to do and we'll fix it. Now they're drowning when that wasn't even their intention. That's what sucks. They were given a high standard to reach, and they couldn't do it.
Also, real quick, just because I want to shoot this shot, because I feel that this needs to be fucking said, and I heard this on stream earlier. Mr. Shroud, I really don't like the take that you had earlier when you said that you don't have to enjoy a comp game. Like you don't have to enjoy a game just because it's fun or whatever. You're basically saying you don't play a competitive game because it's fun. If you're not having fun with the game, then why are you playing it, even if it is a competitive game?
He's admitting he's unhappy with his career choices and he's suffering for money now because he's now realizing he sucks at games and can't have fun at them.
He needs to recoup his losses from Spectre Divide.
I wouldn't say he's bad at. I wouldn't say he's bad
a
at
walk.
games.
People, I don't
Rethink
even
your
know,
life.
like, first of all, once again, fuck Shroud, but like, why does anybody watch this jack fuck?
I don't know.
I have
Because
no
he's
idea.
good. Because he's good
No,
at
he's
video
not.
games.
Shroud
Yeah,
is
I
the
agree with
Halo of
Mikey.
the FPS scene. That's.
Oh my
I'm
god!
just gonna leave. I'm not making any friends tonight. I'm gonna go.
All right.
Oh no, get back here because we got to be closing out here soon.
Fine.
Get your
hold on,
green
let me
ass
pull your
back in that
turn.
chair.
But also, I'll say
Yeah, with
it's
Netflix
really
open.
hard to follow up in the multiplayer scene right now after Arc Raiders came out.
I mean,
Just
Arc
saying.
Raiders
Someone's gonna
killed
do it.
BO7 and Battlefield.
Eventually, something's new's going to come out that everybody's going to gravitate
Yep.
towards and be like, this is the new great thing. But right now, it's not whatever the fuck you guys were talking about. It's Arc Raiders.
Yeah, it's still Arc Raiders.
Sorry, I already forgot High Garden. Is that it? I already forgot
High
High Guard.
A guard.
High Guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you're talking to
High
guard,
Guard.
you would say hi guard.
Like if you were a security guard right now, you'd be a high guard.
Hey,
Nice.
I was.
So dumb.
So
So dumb.
With,
dumb.
with one good multiplayer game out right now, I think we are going to see a lot still for the. I think the trend is going to keep going, and we're going to see more of the story-driven games and the more story-driven co-op games. We're going to see a lot more of those taking the spotlight, as it were.
My
Give me
hope.
scale bound. I want scale
Oh my
bound.
god!
Somebody pick up
Don't
scale bound.
remind me.
Oh, actually, hold up.
been
You know what
almost
I
10
heard?
years. Huh.
You know what I heard through the fucking rumor mill? That
What?
they're gonna be releasing a part 3 of oh my god, not Infamous. What's the other one that was kind of the same PS2 title? Not PS2, PlayStation title.
Prototype?
Yes, they're gonna be
Oh.
working on new prototype.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
It's still in the rumor mill though, but that's just what I heard through the grapevine.
If
I
it's
That
would
would be a
true,
another
dope
prototype.
story
I
game to drop
love
right
ooh,
those
now.
games.
I love those games.
Alright.
But
That'd be like 10,
but
15
let's
years
keep
later.
it at
Man,
that.
shit.
We don't need any more single player Sony games because they're awful. Anyways,
We need to start.
They're not awful. The Last of Us just is overrated, and Uncharted fell off.
You mean lesbian?
I still don't
Simulator?
know how The Last of Us got any rewards because I know the game. Honestly, I didn't know the game fucking released.
Last of Us 1 I can
Oh.
understand because I hear a lot of praise, but Last of Us 2 I am shocked.
I gave
Yeah,
up on
I didn't
Last
even
of
know the
Us
game
1 like
fucking
an hour,
released.
and
Really? Last
I tried it at our ginger friend with a froze place. Gave it an honest
Yeah.
stab, and man, I did not enjoy it. The game felt like a forklift on ice. It was not a fun
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, our buddy had the PlayStation and the PlayStation games, and like most of those games were garbage.
PS4
even
to
watching him play,
PS5, other than Spider-Man, because I played that one on PC when it released, I don't give a rat's ass about any of them.
Infamous was dope. I will not take this slander.
I never
God of
played
War
Infamous.
You were
God of
missing
War.
one of the greatest games ever. Oh fuck! I just,
And I'm saying
okay, hold on.
PS4 to 5.
I thought that was
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm
4.
saying. I'm defending God
Oh,
of
is that
War.
3?
God of War is actually pretty
I think
alright.
it was 3.
I don't know.
Pretty
Fuck,
sure
I
it
might
was
be
3.
out of date.
I prefer
I
the
don't know, I
original
fell off
trilogy of God of
We're
War.
old, sir.
So do I. But I just find it funny the fact that Kratos just refers to the little child as boy the entire time. Just boy. Like, damn, he's got a name. It might be Herbert, but still.
All
Let's
right,
call
to
him
close
what
this
he's
out,
called.
I've got one question for everybody here. Off the
Okay,
top
after
of your
this-
head,
After this, we need to close out.
it's gonna be an easy question. That's why.
Okay.
What is off the top of your head when you think of your favorite story-driven game? What is it? Go.
Banjo Kazooie.
Nice.
Oh, well, get back to me on that one.
Off the top of your head, go.
I'll tell you my
First
head.
one.
E3 because I played it last. E33.
There we go. E33. Go.
Oh, New Vegas.
Bam. New Vegas. Off the top of my head, honestly, Dead Space right now, for sure.
Dead Space. Oh,
I love
bold
my
choice.
Dead Space games. I love my Dead Space games so much.
Dex-
Actually, can I
Dead
change
Space
mine?
sells existential horror so well.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
fuck it,
change
there's no
mine
rules.
to the OG Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
That's also pretty good. That's also a pretty good choice.
We love Leon Kennedy because he is Santa Claus. I said the joke in Discord. You know.
Ada, give the man a bone. He deserves it. Fuck.
No, but on that note, we're going to start closing out here. But I definitely want to hear from y'all. Sound off down below. What are some of the story-based, story-driven campaign games that you guys play that you guys frequently either play again or you think we should check out? Because there's so many that we probably haven't played or we didn't cover today. We didn't even talk about Tomb Raider the entire time we've been here.
Why would
Or
we?
Crash Bandicoot. I feel awful for not mentioning Crash. But yeah, so sound it down below. What do you guys play? What do you recommend us to play? So now we're gonna take it around the board and we're gonna final thoughts about whatever you guys want to say about today. Starting with you.
I think we should get back to enjoying video games and not trying to be a fucking pro gamer every time you think you can hit live and immediately catch the hype train. That's not the way it works.
Fucking
Play it because you
streamers.
love it. Have fun. Enjoy what you do. If you want to create, do it because it's what you want to do. And let's be completely honest, most of you can't play at the high level. So, just go out and have some fun there, bud. do your best. Smile, laugh. Steal an affiliate blueprint from high-level players who have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Get out there and live the experience.
Steal the extract that they were trying to get to and then tell the guy to fuck his friend because he died.
Fuck your friend, shut the door. Shut the door. That was so funny.
Yes, you can. You live your life now.
Live.
Live. No, live. Live.
All right, now.
Oh, we got a Ted Lasso reference at the end of the show.
Now you
Fuck.
big red bubblegum.
Fuck.
I've been saying it for years on end now that that multiplayer games are crap, and it's
Oh, I
just
thought I was gonna say fuck Shroud again.
well, fuck
Saying it
Shroud.
for years. Fuck Shroud.
I can't say it for years. Fuck Shroud. But yeah, I've been saying for years that these multiplayer games are shit, and it's just finally everybody's starting to catch up to it. And yeah, I agree with Mike. A lot of them try to be the next big hype thing, and then they just suck. And then they go like, "This game's trash." No, you just fucking suck.
Mhm.
So go enjoy games again. Have fun. Find a single player game. I highly recommend not any, most of the Resident Evils and the Dead Space games.
A good save.
Good save.
Yeah.
You don't need to play Raccoon City. Trust me, it's fine. Just don't.
You don't need to play RE6.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
Go play a
Hey,
what's
Zelda
wrong with
game. All right,
RE6?
go
Outside of Leon's campaign, the other ones were kind of boring.
look.
You suck.
Everybody needs to go back to the roots of gaming and know what gaming is about. Pull out the N64 and go play Zelda Ocarina of Time and then get back to me. That's my final thoughts on this.
My
Nice.
final thought: if you're really wanting to make a multiplayer, stop trying to make a COD killer, okay? Because that means you're gonna rush your project and it's not gonna work. Focus on quality. Make a game that my fellow cohorts here, and other gamers in our community and the extended just gaming community in general, that we're gonna be happy with playing. Okay, I don't want to play a game because I feel like I need to, or like it's a chore to play it. I want to play a game because I enjoy it,
Or one that's trying to drain my wallet.
or one that's trying
Yeah.
to drain my wallet with AI slop COD store. Anyway,
Ooh. He
You're
said
not
that.
wrong, though.
Oh man,
So
I can't
you-
wait for Forza 6 to come out and kill everything in the competition right now. That's going to be
100.
so satisfying.
100. The racing sim community is gonna go nuts. But yeah, so at the end there for me, make something that's quality that I'm gonna be proud of, that I'm gonna want to keep playing. Okay, because if you make some crap, guess what? I'm not gonna play it. Currently, Arc Raiders, everybody's playing that. Follow their lead, and if Arc Raiders starts turning into crap, guess what's gonna happen? Everybody's gonna stop playing it.
Yep.
Who would thunk it? You make a bad game, nobody wants to play it. Anyway, down to you, Blue.
I think because of just the backlash and this downward spiral that multiplayer PvP is going, I am hopeful that they're going to just get their heads out of their ass and actually sit down and make something new, original, and most of all, fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I am tired of the grind, the needless grind. I don't mind grind, but I hate when it's fucking pointless. And I don't like that everyone's trying to drain my wallet with skins and bundles when I don't care about that. If your game is not fun, then I'm not going to put money into it.
I would like another Phantom
Something to
Liberty,
that really
please.
quick.
What's up?
Let me add something. If there's gonna be developers that make a game where players need to grind stuff out, make it for people that you understand have full-time fucking jobs. All right, don't make it like fucking Warframe where you need to take out a fucking month off of work just to get to the next part of the fucking game.
Oh,
All right, make it a fucking reasonable grind that people with full-time employment can pull off, and that they can come home, enjoy the game for an hour or two, and go to bed.
Well, but on that note, ladies and gentlemen, again, sound off down below. What have you thought about today? Tell us what you've been playing. Tell us what you recommend that we play. And we will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye.